హాయ్ వ్యూయర్స్, వెల్కమ్ టు అవర్ ఛానల్. దిస్ ఈజ్ దివ్య. దేశం మనకేం చేసింది అనేదానికన్నా దేశం కోసం మనమేం చేశామని ఒక్కసారైనా ఆలోచించాలని చాలామందికి అనిపిస్తుంది. అలాంటి వాళ్ళలో మన ఆర్మీ, ఇండియన్ ఆర్మీ గురించి మాట్లాడుకోవాలి అంటే మనకి ఎప్పుడు గూస్ బంప్స్ వస్తూనే ఉంటాయి. వాళ్ళు చేసే త్యాగాలు ఎప్పుడు చిరస్థాయిగా నిలిచిపోతూనే ఉంటాయి. అలాంటి వారి త్యాగాల కోసం మాట్లాడుకోవాలి అంటే అది మనకి రోజులు కాదు కదా, మన తరాలు కూడా సరిపోవు. అలాంటి వ్యక్తి ఈరోజు మనతో పాటు ఉన్నారు కర్నల్ తరుణ్ కుమార్ గారు. వారు చేసిన సాహసాలు, అలాగే ఆర్మీలో ఉండి ఆయన చేసినవి, నేర్చుకున్నవి ఏంటో ఆయన మాటలో తెలుసుకుందాం. నమస్కారం సార్.
నమస్తే.
సో కర్నల్ జీ, వీ వాంట్ టు హియర్ యువర్ పర్సనల్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్, లైక్ వేర్ యూ మీరు ఎక్కడ పుట్టారు, ఎక్కడ పెరిగారు, బోర్న్ అండ్ బ్రాట్ అప్.
Well, I was born and brought up in Delhi, and I've been through the length and breadth of the country, so almost every place is as good as my home. Wherever we go, we feel at home. We get so much of love and affection from the people of that area, that place, that district, that state. So for me, I would say that I'm first an Indian, and then I belong to any place or anything. So it has never crossed my mind that I belong to a particular place. In fact, I've been staying in Hyderabad now for almost 4 years plus, and people, they ask me that, are you Hyderabadi? So I take pride in being an Hyderabadi.
So, sir, what is your educational background?
Well, I started off my career as a hotel management graduate.
Okay.
I did it from the premier institution IHM Pusa at New Delhi. Then I worked for 2 years in a 5-star hotel in Delhi. I was in sales and marketing, and while I was doing that, everybody coaxed me that I should be joining army. And hence I went and appeared for my combined defense services exam, and thereafter, as luck would have it, it was destiny which was calling me, and I got through my SSB and everything, and finally I joined Indian Military Academy, and I happened to be in army, and I served there for almost 26 years.
Okay.
Yes.
So who inspired you to join army?
Army uniform, it always lures you.
True.
So as a youngster, it would be a very common thing which you would have also seen whenever there is an army vehicle passing through. You'll find the children in the villages also, they'll start saluting.
Yeah.
So it is this lure of the uniform, and maybe the noble profession that soldiering is all about. And very seldom we get in a life an opportunity to serve your country, your motherland.
Yeah.
So all these things, I think, they motivated me to join this noble profession, and I'm thankful to God that I took that step, and it helped me. So I never had to, I would say, work that hard towards doing it. I took a plunge and it worked out.
How was your family support when you told them that you're going to join army? How was the reaction, first of all?
Well, it was not...
Are they not scared of?
I would not say they were not scared of or whatever, but yes, I being the elder son,
Okay.
my parents had a totally different
Perspective.
or expectations from their elder son.
Okay.
And they were actually not looking forward to me joining a profession where I will be away from them.
True.
So when this particular call came, so my parents, they never stopped me, but then my mother only told me that whenever you want to come back, you should come back, and you should not hesitate.
Okay.
And when I became a battle casualty, I suffered very young in my career. I had the privilege of shedding blood for the country, and I had multiple splinter injuries in my body, and my mother came and she said, what you wanted to do, you have achieved it. You are lucky to be alive, so now you should quit and come back.
Okay.
But somehow I just started getting the taste of army. So I wanted to continue, and as long as my desire was there to explore that world, and also at the same time explore what beautiful life army offers. So I think I was the one who benefited in the bargain.
Okay. So what was your position when you retired from army?
Well, I was Colonel Administration for Telangana and Andhra.
Okay.
And I was in the headquarters, which was tasked to maintain close contact with the state governments of both
Okay.
the states, because now we are in Hyderabad, but it is erstwhile Andhra Pradesh. So after 2014, the dynamics changed.
Hmm.
In spite of that, we were looking after both the states. So
Hmm.
I used to escort the chief minister
Okay.
at the Verula Sainik Smarak during 15th August.
Okay.
And on 26th January, I used to attend the Republic Day celebrations at Vijayawada.
Okay.
So I had the privilege of interacting with both the state governments and with almost every functionary who was responsible to assist us in looking after the welfare of soldiers, as
Okay.
well as our veterans and Veer Naris, the
Hmm.
martyrs' wives.
Yeah.
So that was a very noble thing which I was interested with, and I got wholehearted support from the state government. So that was one high point of my career.
Okay. Whenever you see the people, I mean, your closest friends in the army, whoever dies during the wars or something like that, what was your feeling? And if you have any ability to, I mean, if you have any time to talk to their family members or to console them?
We always do that.
Okay.
In fact, when I got mortally wounded,
Hmm.
so my course mate only came to replace me.
Okay.
And we had a good laugh because I had just been operated upon at the hospital there in the field area itself. And we had a good laugh and all those things. And when I got back to the ground and to the peace area,
Hmm.
and after about 60 odd days, I got this news, about 90 odd days, I got this news that he was no more.
Yeah.
And well, it is part and parcel of our profession, so we are well aware of the dangers that we are going to face. And in fact, almost everybody who's part of this profession knows that
Yeah.
it is a difficult thing, and as a commanding officer, I faced this thing. To tell you frankly, during one of the tasks, I lost 3 of my soldiers, and it was incumbent on me and my wife to break this news to those families.
Yeah.
But the best part is that even today, after I have hung my uniform, I am very deeply connected, and more than me, my wife is deeply connected to those 3 ladies. And we think that it was our fortune that we were instrumental in ensuring that they come from very humble background, and those third pass ladies today are computer literate, and they are single-handedly they have brought up their family, their children
Yes.
to a stage where they are confident that these boys and these girls will follow in the footsteps, the dreams which their father had envisioned for themselves.
Yes.